These animals can dive an entire mile underwater. Is this for real? This is for real. Also, elephant seals can stay underwater for up to 2 hours before coming up for air. This creature is the closest living animal relative to a human being. Is this for real? This is for real. According to some studies, human DNA and chimpanzee DNA are as much as 98% alike. This animal gets darker with age. Is this for real? This is not for real. Beluga whales are often born brown or black, but as they age, they turn white. What is the bump on this animal's forehead called? Melon, apple, orange, lemon. A beluga's forehead bump is called a melon, which is also a nickname for a person's head. These animals are able to withstand very low temperatures because their fur is so thick. Is this for real? This is for real. River otters have both an overcoat and undercoat of extremely dense fur, which protects them from cold. Do these animals spend more waking time in the water or on land? Most otters, like these river otters, spend more waking time in the water than they do on land. Honest now, did you get it right or wrong? Which of these animals does not make a croaking noise? Toad, frog, booby, armadillo. All of these except armadillos make croaking noises. Which of these is not on the menu of these birds? Nuts, fruit, insects, fish. Woodpeckers generally do not eat fish. This snake can swallow a fish that is more than twice the diameter of its neck. Is this for real? This is for real. The two halves of a sea snake's lower jaws are not rigidly attached, which allows it to swallow large prey whole. These silly-looking animals are found in the wild only in Africa. Is this for real? This is for real. Warthogs have the unlucky distinction of sharing a continent with lions, who have a different name for them: dinner. These birds often fly hundreds of miles without setting foot on land. Is this for real? This is for real. Black-browed albatrosses are efficient flyers and live their life roaming the ocean for food. The black-browed albatross is one of the smaller albatrosses. The largest, the wandering albatross, can have a wingspan of over 11 feet. What's the name for a seashore picnic where critters like this one are cooked? It's called a clambake, and like the Elvis movie of the same name, it may produce nausea in some people. How did you do? Some species of clam are thought to live for over 100 years. There is a popular kung fu style based on the movements of this insect. Is this for real? This is for real, grasshopper. It's called, not surprisingly, praying mantis kung fu. This is the world's largest fish. Is this for real? This is for real. The whale shark can reach a length of over 50 feet and might weigh over 15 tons. This animal is actually made up of many creatures. Is this for real? This is for real. The Portuguese man-of-war is actually a colony of several integrated creatures called polyps, which are each dependent on the other for survival. What's a three-letter name for these animals? Nug, new, gun, ung. Wildebeests are also called gnus. Dutch settlers in South Africa named this animal wildebeest, which means wild beast in their language. Where are these animals found in the wild? Africa, South America, Antarctica, Australia. Wildebeests make their home in Africa, where you'd also find lions and giraffes. These animals live in large packs. Is this for real? This is for real. The African wild dog is considered to be one of the most social members of the dog family, sometimes living in packs of 30. Each pack of African wild dogs usually has a dominant male and a dominant female who do all the breeding. This animal is both male and female. Is this for real? This is for real. Sea hares are hermaphrodites and possess both male and female sex organs. Sea hares typically lay their eggs in long, spaghetti-like strings. These lizards can grow back a tail that's been cut off. Is this for real? This is not for real. If a monitor lizard loses its tail, it's gone forever. These creatures are able to swallow large animals in one gulp, without even chewing. Is this for real? This is for real. Like snakes, monitor lizards can swallow their prey whole. Which one of these animals is a herbivore? Sea lion, elephant, badger, monitor lizard. An elephant is a herbivore because it only eats plant matter. Which one of these animals doesn't lay eggs? Cichlid fish, blue whale, platypus, alligator. Blue whales do not lay eggs. This bird is often compared to a statue. Is this for real? This is for real. shoebills often stand very still for long stretches of time. These birds feed their babies by throwing up food for them to eat. What is this kind of feeding called? Regurgitation, rotation, return, release. When gulls throw up their food to feed their babies, it's called regurgitation. These birds don't build nests. Is this for real? This is for real. Thick-billed murres lay their eggs on the faces of cliffs instead. Some members of this species might have over 100 million children. Is this for real? This is for real. A queen leafcutter ant may have up to $150 million in her life. Mammals like this one can fall asleep in the water. Is this for real? This is for real. Harbor seals can sleep on land or in the water. Seals sleeping at the water's surface typically assume a position known as bottling. The seal's body is underwater, but its nose is above the surface so it can breathe. A harbor seal generally only makes noise when it feels threatened, it's mating, it's hungry, it's sleeping. Adult harbor seals usually only make sounds, like hissing or growling, when they feel threatened. Harbor seals repeatedly use specific shoreline areas to come out of the water and rest. What is this behavior called? Resting up, sunbreaking, hauling out, rock drying. Harbor seals will haul out from the water to lay in the sun's warmth, to rest, or to give birth. This creature is a member of what animal family? Dogs, cats, rodents, horses. The red fox is part of the dog family and is found across much of Eurasia, North America, and Australia. The tip of this animal's tail is always what color? Although the color of their coat may vary, red foxes' tails are always tipped in white. How did you do? Humans hunt red foxes. Is this for real? This is for real. Humans often kill red foxes for their fur or just for sport. This fish has its own fishing pole. Is this for real? for real. Sargassum fish each have an eye-catching appendage on their bodies that acts as a lure to attract potential prey. This miraculous creature lives only in the tropical rainforests of what continent? Asia, Australia, North America, Antarctica. Flying snakes are found only in Asia. Which of the following things does a flying snake not eat? Lizards, frogs, bats, grass. Flying snakes eat small vertebrates, like lizards, frogs, and bats. These animals are antelope, deer, horses, goats. These animals are small antelope called springbok. This bird gets some of its meals from the bones of other animals. Is this for real? This is for real. Lammergeiers will drop bones to the ground from high altitudes in order to break them into pieces and get at the tasty marrow. This bird sometimes eats dead animal flesh. What is the scientific term for these meals? Flesh feasts, carrion, sewage, rot. Lammergeiers feed on carrion. This bird is most similar to a swan, condor, parakeet, penguin. Condors and lammergeiers are both vultures. Both feed on dead animals, and they look very similar. To find its prey, this animal uses its sense of smell, uses a form of sonar, uses its sense of touch, uses abandoned boats. Using a form of sonar, dolphins emit high-frequency clicking sounds which bounce off objects. This lets dolphins know how big and how far away things are. Geckos live only in rainforests. Is this for real? This is not for real. Geckos live all over the world, from South America to Siberia. These creatures are fish, birds, mollusks, mammals. Sea angels are mollusks. This creature likes to sunbathe. Is this for real? is for real. Even wombats need time to relax. What does this animal eat? Insects, lizards, grasses and roots, other small mammals. Wombats eat grasses and roots.